Good morning, everybody. This will be a little bit better start for a Sunday sermon. Each week, we try to bring you a message of faith and love and charity and all the good stuff. I know that there's many of you out there that have trouble getting into a religious organization, or many of you don't believe in it. But anyway, God is so very real, and He does want to bring you a message every week. So this week, we're going to bring you a message from an archangel. The ancients gave her the name Camiel. So she's not well known. She's not mentioned many places. But my next book is going to be on channeling the archangels. And I just finished a chapter of her. And her message was so good, I thought that I'd bring her to you this morning. So, Archangel Camiel, we're ready to go. Well, thank you, everyone. Yes, there are many, many, many archangels. We're energies. You see, we don't have any real form. When the ancients thought of us, they thought we had to have wings, but we're energies. Do you think energies have wings? Now, we can appear to you with wings, but we can appear to you in any form you want. You see, the ancients thought of everything being in the heavens or the sky. Well, an angel would have to have wings to get around in the sky, wouldn't it? So it all made sense to the ancients. They also couldn't differentiate between the different energies they were seeing. So they only named a few of us. They didn't really know who they were speaking with or seeing in their dreams. Many of us are named with an ending that means of God. Well, they got that right. We are definitely of God. We try to help you. We try to help you do what God wants you to do. We have a very, very simple existence. Now, many of us specialize in different things. Michael, for instance, helps protect you. Raphael will try to heal you. Gabriel will try to lead you. Now, I'm kind of a happy-go-lucky angel. So I try to lead you in your relationships. I try to help you love one another. So you see, I am really trying to perform an aid for the most important thing. Think of it like that. I do. You see, God wants you to love one another. He wants you to do unto others as He would have them do unto you. So I try to fulfill the main thing that He wants. Now, I also have one of the toughest jobs. You see, many humans think it is much easier to hate than to love. That doesn't make sense. But the end result is they show emotions that are contrary to what God wants you to show. Many humans show hatred, they show anger, they want to cheat, they want to steal, kill. They want to promote themselves. They want to do what they think will make them the happiest. Well, what makes a human the happiest is not us often going to make them the happiest when they return home. I want you to work on relationships. I want you to think positive about all relationships that you're in. Now, many relationships fail. Perhaps that's not your soulmate. Many people, when they prepare their life plans, pick a soulmate, another soul that wants to come back with them and to life with them. The guides and angels will arrange that you meet that soulmate. But once you meet them, it's up to you. You see, once you became a human, you may have decided to have a personality that will turn your soulmate off. We're not guaranteeing you that you're going to get along with that soulmate. That's up to you. You see, free will. Free will lets you make your own decisions. Many of them are wrong. We expect that. We know that. I kind of work in a specific area. I will try to help you in a bad relationship. I'll try to guide you and I'll try to give you messages about what to do. But you have to follow those messages. That's how it is in all things. You have to follow the guidance and messages that we bring you. If you don't, then you're on your own. We try to help, but we can't force you to do anything. You see, that's the way God wants it. He wants you to decide for yourself. He wants you to love Him. He wants you to love others. But you may choose not to do that. To us over here, it doesn't make a lot of sense. We think that it could be the easiest path. Stop and think of a world where everyone got along. Stop and think of a world where everyone was happy. You- Well, sadly, heaven is the only place it works like that. You see, you have free will over here, but you have limits. Once you're in heaven, you come to a level that you've earned. Everyone else in that level has earned their spot as well. You may have earned a spot in a low level. Well, maybe deserve is a better word for that. But over here, everything is based on your actions. When you're a human, your free will pretty much lets you play out whatever you want to do. You break a law, you'll be arrested. There's many things, there are penalties, but you've got a lot of freedoms. Over here, you have more freedoms, but it depends on what you've earned. Many people think that earning great wealth gives them great power, and it does. It gives them great power, but in all probability, if they're not following God's words, it doesn't bring them great happiness. Only true happiness is showing love towards others and helping others. You hear that pretty much every week. I tried to think of a different way to word it, but it all comes down to the basic. The basic word is love. I spend all of my time and all the angels that assist me in trying to help humans love one another. It's an admirable task for me, but a very difficult one. Why is love so difficult? I'm not sure I have that answer for you. Love should be the simplest thing. Love should be what comes to your mind every morning. You should love the fact that God has given you another day. You should love the fact that you are hopefully in a good relationship. You should love the fact as you look out the window, the beauty. You should love what's around you. You should love the fact that God has given you the opportunity every day to follow his words, to love, and to find happiness for yourself. When an individual is happy, then it shows. It affects those around him or her. You see, God doesn't differentiate between hims and hers. He looks at you as his child. He looks at you as something that he loves. He loves everyone. He tells you that. He loves those that speak against him. He loves those that act against him. Now, as any parent and child relationship, there will be punishments for that. A parent always loves a child, no matter how they behave. You may not like them. You may dislike what they're doing. You may feel sorry for them. Maybe your child turns to drugs, turns to violence. There's always an inner love of a parent for a child, no matter what they do. So you see, that's no different than with God. God always has that inner love for you. God tries to guide you. A parent tries to guide a child. That's part of the responsibility. But the child has free will, and it is very hard sometimes to guide a child properly. A parent can do all that it can do, but that child can still go out and create great harm. Because that child has to earn its own place in the realms of heaven. A parent cannot do that for a child. God cannot do that for you. You have to do it for yourself. It is only through your own decisions that your path in heaven can be assured. Everything is interrelated. It can be interrelated through hatred. That's why countries go to war. They hate each other. Sometimes they don't hate each other, but a leader can have such hatred in his heart that he will lead countries to kill others. Individuals, many individuals, thousands and thousands will die because a leader has such hatred in his heart. He has such ego. You see, a combination of ego and hatred is very difficult to overcome. In most instances, we really cannot overcome it from this side. The individuals must overcome those hatreds. Life can be so simple. Life can be so happy. It doesn't have to be complicated. Humans are incredibly good at complicating things. When a person has hatred in their heart, they see hatred everywhere. Hatred is like a cancer. Hatred is the opposite of love. Love is what you need in your heart to be happy. You are never, ever going to find happiness if you have hatred in your hearts. It's not hard to rid your body of hatred. Think positively of things. When something happens, do not think of the negative. Think of the positive. Give individuals a second chance. Everybody will irritate someone in their life because you will do things that differ with their opinions. If someone you think has wronged you, give them another chance. Give them 2, give them 3, 4, 5, 6. Give them all the chances that they need to understand that they hurt you. Do it gently. Do not reward hatred with hatred. Do not reward anger with anger, but reward love with love. I will try to help you from this side. If you're having problems with a relationship, ask me for help. I will try to do what I can. But quite often there are people that just simply aren't meant to be together. They do not make each other happy. And each individual has a right in their life plan for happiness. Do your best to show love. But always remember this. If you are happy, then you will share love with others. If you're unhappy, you will share anger and hatred. So you owe it to yourself to follow God's words to make yourself as happy as possible. You owe it to yourself to love yourself. Love who you are because you are doing good things for others. Do what you must do to follow God's words, and all will be well. You see, on the one hand, I have the simplest job in the world because if a human follows God's words, I have little to do. It's only when they do not follow his words that my job becomes very complicated. So thank you very much. Thank you for listening to me this morning. I rarely get a chance to speak because I'm not very well known over here. My actions are well known, but my spirit is not. Does it matter? No. I do my job as well I can, just as each of you should follow God as best you can. So I know God's always blessing you. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye. Thank you very much, Camiel. At least you'll be better known now. Great message. I knew I was right in bringing you on. So we'll be back again next week, and we'll bring you another message of love and faith. So goodbye. Have a great week. Show love to others, and all will be well. Goodbye.